On this podcast, we talk about the books, both old and new, that are worth putting on your to-be-read list. I'll include the back cover synopsis, content warnings, as well as my pro and con list. To avoid any spoilers, head over to my Instagram at enjoylifewithme.angela. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these books. Let's jump in for the day. Today we're going to be talking about Beauty and the Beach by Gracie Ruth Mitchell, which is the 5th book in the Falling for Summer multi-author standalone series. The back cover synopsis says, Phoenix Park is the man I fantasize about. Hitting with my car, that is. He's rich, he's sexy, he's the absolute worst. But after I fall prey to an internet scam and lose every penny in my bank account, please don't ask, it's Phoenix who swoops in with an offer I can't refuse. I'll marry him for the summer so he can inherit his family's company from his dying grandmother, and in return he'll drop a hefty sum of money into my bank account. Buy me a pair of sweatpants with gold digger across the butt because I'm just desperate enough to agree. Our arrangement is only supposed to be for a few months until Phoenix's poor grandmother passes. I can pretend for that long. I can stop insulting him long enough to force a few smiles and some lovey-dovey glances. But with every touch we share, with every kiss we fake, I find the walls around my heart beginning to crack, letting in feelings I am not prepared for. And when Phoenix's grandmother makes a miraculous recovery, leaving us stuck indefinitely in the charade of holy matrimony, that's when I know I'm in real trouble. This is a dual point of view contemporary rom-com. We get the tropes of enemies to more, marriage of convenience, brother's friend, caregiving, and one bed, which is why the intimacy is high. They do sleep in the same bed. There is a point where, with clothes on, they shower together. Language once, no violence as far as potential trigger warnings. There is familial death and toxic family, like super toxic, which could definitely be one of the cons. The one I wrote down was that this series is not linear. They all happen together at the same time, intertwined, so there's no right place to start, which is great. If you're just like, oh, this book looks interesting, which it is. Love this author, she's wonderful. Downside is you see other couples and you don't know they're all happening at the same time. There's no right way to start, which is irritating for my very linear focused brain. But on the pro side, Wyatt and his knowing smile. The quote, assumptions are how major miscommunications begin. I just loved it. He was a fabulous part of this book. It was hilarious. As always, this author is fabulous at adding stuff like, are you wearing a t-shirt? Will you be okay without your emotional support button down? Or the interaction, you wish. Maybe sometimes, I murmur. His head whips back towards me. What? I said you're dumb sometimes. Oh, the flirting, the obvious denial. It's great. There's stuff like, stop saying mushy stuff, it's weird. Judging by the way you're sighing, you're thinking about your wife. And there's book references, like a book that was shelved long ago, dusty and hidden, now being rediscovered. I am a book nerd. I love reading, obviously. And so any book references, obviously, are fantastic and one of the best parts of books. Now, the night of the storm with the questions back and forth, just some really cute couple moments. Probably the best part of the book, though. And I do wonder how things go for Wyatt. Like, I need the author to, like, provide, like, a bonus section or something. I'm like, I need to know if Wyatt gets his happily ever after, too. Also, if the Butterfield people get their comeuppance, because these freaks. Honestly, I'd love you to jump over to my social medias, clickable link trees in the show notes, and tell me what you think. Am I the only one that thinks these people are nuts? I mean, I assume we're supposed to think that, right? Crazy people. So share your thoughts with me after you've read it. I'd love to talk about this series with you. So I will talk to you guys soon. Happy reading.